All Conditions Control, better known as ACC. It's Nike's proprietary wet control technology that we don't really know that much about. Is it a coating? Is it a treatment process? Is it some form of black magic? We'll probably never know. What we do know, however, is that lots of people really value the importance of this invisible technology. That's why Nike uses it on all their flagship football boots. They've implemented it on goalkeeper gloves, and we even have it on the football itself, using some of the biggest professional leagues in the world. But the question we're asking in today's video is, are there other products out there that could benefit from Nike's ACC technology? Well, here are 6 ACC product ideas for Nike. And Nike, if you're watching, if you use any of these ideas, you better pay me, because these are my ideas. This is a sport that is commonly played in the rain, and what happens when you're running around in the rain, your shirt gets wet. So when you go to control the ball with your chest, a wet shirt just makes it a little bit more difficult. But if your shirt had ACC technology, imagine how much better your control would be. Probably not better. Players are one thing, but think about this idea for a goalkeeper shirt, especially one that's long sleeve. If you could have a little bit of extra grip on the ball against your shirt, I have to imagine as a goalkeeper that would only be a good thing in wet weather conditions. What happens when you play in the rain? Your boots get wet. And what happens when your boots get wet? Your socks get wet too. But what if your socks had ACC technology? Well, considering that your boots already have ACC and got wet, which caused your socks to get wet, if your socks had ACC, they'd probably still get wet. But considering how people think that ACC is this magical thing, if they put it on socks, even though it wouldn't make any difference at all, people would probably buy it. Which is why it's a good idea. What's the worst part about shin guards? That's right, wearing the shin guards. What's the second worst part about wearing shin guards? It's the fact that they get all sweaty after running around. You feel the wetness against your shin. It's uncomfortable, it's gross. But what if your shin guards had ACC technology? Sweat is basically just water, but more salty. So wouldn't ACC prevent all of that sweaty disgustiness on the front of your shin? Probably not, but I still think people would buy it. This next one is a home run, because when it's cold outside, what's the first thing as a player that gets cold? It's typically your hands, which is why you wear field player gloves. And if it's cold outside, it's likely going to be wet and rainy as well. And when your field player gloves get wet, it's slippery on the ball. If you go to take a throw in, that can lead to some embarrassing things. But if your field player gloves had ACC technology, your hands couldn't possibly slip on the ball, especially if that ball also had ACC technology. So Nike, why haven't you made field player gloves with ACC yet? This next idea is unique, but hear me out for a second. If you're playing in the rain, your forehead gets wet. And when your forehead gets wet, if you try to head the ball, which is also wet, it ends up being more slippery than it normally would be. But what if you had ACC facial cream that you could apply to your forehead to now give your forehead ACC technology, a wet weather control element built into your actual skin? If Nike doesn't use that idea, I'll be very surprised. Underwear with ACC technology. The benefits are self-explanatory. And those are 6 ACC product ideas for Nike. Feel free to use any of them, but again, if you do, make sure you cut me in. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please support it with a like. And if for some reason you're not subscribed to the channel, I make new videos every single day. So please hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. If you have any questions, as always, or any ACC product ideas of your own, leave them down below in the comments. And I'm sure Nike, as well as myself, will have a look at everything you guys have to say. All of my social media information is linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.